Hey, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel, and it's time for August favorites, the video where I get to share all the skincare and beauty products that are making a big impression on me this month. And just like the July favorites video that I did last month, this has also been another hot and sweaty and humid month, and I think my skincare picks mostly reflect that. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Give it a big thumbs up and let's get started. Alright, so first up is the Hanskin Hyaluron Skin Essence. And I just want to tell you, I have been wanting to try this product since about 2015. I don't know why it's taken me so long. I mean, I could probably go through a really boring story about why it's taken me so long, but let me just say it never happened for me until recently, and I have been really impressed with this. And sometimes when you've wanted to try something for a really long time, you like build it up in your head and it's just never gonna be good. This was as good as I wanted it to be. Now, this is an essence that's really focused on just hydrating the skin. It's got a lot of hyaluronic acid in it. It's not really gonna brighten your skin or anything like that. It's really just here to plump and hydrate your skin. And let me tell you, that's exactly what I needed this month, because holy moly, it has been hot, it has been humid, it has been sticky, and it's just been sweaty. It's just been a really gross month, you know what I mean? When I take my dog out for a walk, I just come back in after 10-15 minutes and I am covered from head to toe in a layer of sweat because the humidity has just been so high. Yuck. And that can definitely make you not want to put a lot of things on your skin. You definitely want light and breathable skincare. And so that's why I think I've been reaching for this so much this month, is because it's exactly that. It's a little bit of a hydration booster to my normal toners, which, hey, I'll take all the hydration I can get, you know what I mean? But it's light. It's got hyaluronic acid in it, but the texture is not sticky. Super surprising. It's got some body to it in the texture, but it's really runny, it's really hydrating, it's got really good absorbency into the skin, and it doesn't have that like thick feeling that some hyaluronic acid focused products can have, you know, to the point where it's almost gel-like and it's like almost not hydrating, but it's almost moisturizing. You know what I'm talking about? This isn't that. You know what I'm saying? This is just light, it's bouncy, it's hydrating, it's refreshing, and my skin just drinks it up, and you don't need a lot. Just a few drops goes a really long way on your skin. And so yeah, I've been really impressed. I've been loving this, especially in the morning, to just give me that fresh and breathable skincare layer that still packs in lots of hydration. And you know, humidity, I feel like, is the best time to use hyaluronic acid, because that's when hyaluronic acid can really plump up your skin. When the weather is really dry and cold, that's not the time. So this is the perfect product for this month. Next up is the Rovectin Lotus Water Cream. I actually have had this product for a really long time. I've had it since I think October or November of 2020. Of course, I forgot about it because that's a long time. And so actually just like, I think it was last month or maybe in June. I'm sorry, I can't remember who it was, but they were like, I love the Rovectin Lotus Water Cream. I was like, thank you so much for reminding me that I have this sitting on a shelf waiting to be opened, and like summer is starting to run out. So August was the month that I was playing around with this one, and wow, I was really impressed by this, and it's not anything at all what I was expecting it to be. There's something a little extra special in the texture that just suits my skin so much. So this is, yeah, a water cream. It comes out like a cream gel type of looking hybrid. As you spread it, it spreads in this really nice light layer on the skin that feels really replenishing and really hydrating and plumping. I always love that effect on my skin. And then you feel there's some light moisture to this. It almost even feels like a very light oil, nourishing oil type of feel. And there is sweet almond oil in the ingredient, so it makes sense. You're feeling it, but it's not heavy, it's not greasy. It's really light, but it's just that right amount of balance that my skin really craves. I love the combination of like hydration and moisture in one product. Is beautiful. So it's this really light, hydrating, plumping cream with a little bit of balancing nourishment to it, but still really breathable. And then once it's fully absorbed, you feel occlusivity. Not a lot of occlusivity, but just enough to really lock in your skincare, to really make your skin feel well fed, pampered, and protected. I was not expecting that last element. I was not expecting occlusivity. This is just the right balance of everything for my combination skin where I'm overproducing oil in my T-zone, but I'm still a little prone to dryness in my U-zone. This is everything in that light, breathable texture that doesn't overwhelm my skin when it's like 101 degrees outside with 70% humidity. Yeah, that was yesterday. Now, let me tell you also something that happened to me this month. My power went out for nearly 24 hours. There was a really bad thunderstorm, and I live by a lot of trees, and so wherever the like main power box is for this neighborhood, it is constantly going out when there's storms or really like high winds. Well, it went out and it got knocked out. They could not restore the power. So it happened at like 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock or something at night, and then it wasn't restored until like the following evening. That morning I was like, I have to have a very strategic skincare routine because it's going to be really sticky and sweaty, and there's not going to be any relief with air conditioning, right? So that's when I went for the Lotus cream. I was like, I really feel like this is the right choice, and boy did it perform that day. My skin just was like breathing, you know what I mean? It wasn't overwhelmed, but it was just completely balanced. So that was a really nice test for this product that really illuminated it in my mind as like it's got to be in the August favorites video. The other thing that I like about this, and I think this is true of most Rovectin products, it comes with stickers. And you know what? I like a little bit of skintertainment. It's not necessary for me to purchase a product, but let me tell you, I really do enjoy that when it does occur. And so you can decorate your own bottle. I did my own like 70s inspired unicorn motif, and I am loving it. I think it's so cute. It's a nice little addition to my shelf right there. And it's not necessary, but it's a really nice bonus. I love that Rovectin adds stickers. And I have to shout out the Ordinary Argireline solution. Now, I did a video where I heavily focused on this product and did like an in-depth review and ingredients and everything. So check that one out if you want to go super deep into the product. It's called Botox Peptide, ... question mark. It can really help to target fine lines and wrinkles and help the appearance of them. It definitely can. And I've been playing around with this as a full face serum. It's got a nice texture. And when I say nice texture, I mean in the context of the Ordinary, this is a very, affordable ingredient driven brand, meaning you're not going to get a great experience on packaging or scent. They don't play with fragrance at all. You're not going to get like that textural, fun experience. They're just focused on delivering the ingredients to your skin at a very affordable price. And so you're not going to get like really elegant textures. But in the grand scheme of the Ordinary products that I have tried, this is the one that's just like the easiest to work with. It's not sticky. It's not thick. It doesn't build up kind of weird on your skin or pale. It doesn't have like strange silicones. It's just not weird. It's just really nice and light and quickly absorbed. And it actually makes this product really good for like spot treating almost. And I think that that's a really nice way to use this. I've actually been, I've done full face definitely, but I've also just been like using it like an eye serum, just like around like especially my under eye area. That's where fine lines and wrinkles can definitely manifest, and that's where I've noticed a big benefit is around my eye area. I was really impressed with this. Like if you're somebody who has like a lot of expression lines on your forehead that you'd like to see some improvement on, just put the serum there. It's super light. It doesn't really add anything to your skincare routine. Like it's not super hydrating or moisturizing or anything, so it's just kind of like there, and then it disappears into your skin, but it definitely brings results. It's another reason why I like it. It's just easy to use. The price, love the price. $7, well, $8, I think it was like $7.90 at Ulta. So I paid $8 for this and I got really great results. So I'm super excited about that because, as much as I love products, as much as I am always looking for new things to talk about on my channel, I don't like spending a ton of money every month on skincare. Like your girl's on a budget. I have financial goals that I want to meet outside of skincare. So I super appreciate the really affordable products that actually work. And I got really sucked into The Ordinary over this summer. You know, I was shopping at Ulta a couple months ago, and I was like taking like TikTok videos while I was shopping and browsing at Ulta. But while I was doing that, I found like the big display of The Ordinary, and for the longest time they didn't carry The Ordinary in like my local stores, but they do now. And I was like just like playing and looking, and I was like, oh yeah, this brand, because this is a brand that like I was starting to explore around 2018 when they were first starting to come into popularity. But then I stopped like getting interested in their products, mostly because they were having some like issues. Like there was a lot of controversy coming out about how employees were being treated and how the company was being run, and a lot of people decided to not support them at the time. And I just felt like I have definitely been somebody who's been mistreated at work. I've been in like a toxic workplace, so that really hits home to me, you know what I mean? And so I didn't really want to support a brand that had that type of workplace culture. Well, you know what? It all ended up very, very differently than any of us expected it to be. There was some mental health issues at play, and some tragedy, you know, at the core of that story. I'm not going to go into it, but The Ordinary has definitely evolved as a brand, even in just the, you know, the last couple of years, and they've definitely cleaned up their act, so to speak. And I think they've addressed a lot of those issues. So anyways, that's a reason why I stayed away from them for a while, because it just kind of fell out of my favor. But I started to explore them again over the summer. I've been having fun in just exploring this line. So that's been like a big development in my skincare life lately, is I've been starting to get a little bit obsessed with The Ordinary. Don't even get me started into Neoid. I really want to try their products. It's a whole different budget area for me personally. It will probably happen in the future because that is definitely tempting me. But right now I'm going to focus on The Ordinary, and then I'll work my way up. Next up, I want to talk about La Roche-Posay Melt in Sunscreen Milk. And this is SPF 60, and it's a chemical sunscreen. Now, this is actually a face and body sunscreen, but I just use it for my body. There is some drying alcohol in here, very high up on the list, which is not a deal breaker for sunscreen, but it is a deal breaker for my personal face sunscreen, because yeah, I can't do it. I'm just very sensitive to it on my face, but not on my body. And I really like sunscreen with alcohol in it for my body, because it really cuts down on the greasiness and it helps it to absorb into your skin so much faster. So I'm not against alcohol at all. And so for my body sunscreen, it's awesome. Now let me tell you, I really don't like wearing body sunscreen. I don't like doing this. It's like thick and greasy and gross on my skin, and all I want to do is shower. I don't like body sunscreen. So if I'm going to name one like a monthly favorite, it's kind of a big deal. And I just emptied my Bondi Sands spray sunscreen that I was talking about, I think in June. So this was like the next kind of logical step was for me to open this one up, and I've been really liking it. It's a creamy sunscreen, definitely, but it's got quick absorbency onto the skin, and I'm actually wearing it right now, and it's like not, you don't see shine, you don't see slickness or greasiness on my skin. I don't like shudder when I like run my fingers across my skin, because I don't feel like I'm like Barbie, like cased in plastic. You know the feeling, right? So greasy. So this is not something that I feel like I just need to immediately shower with, which is great. It seems to hold up to sweat really nicely. Also very, very good. It's really expensive though. But, so like this one, this is like the bigger size, is the 150 size, is $35. So it's basically like 3 K-Beauty sunscreen size-wise in one, and that's about right for the price. And they do have a smaller size that's like $25. It is a lot for sunscreen. I know that it is. For me, like I said, it's a narrow window of time in my like yearly life when it comes to sunscreen and my skincare budget. I can go a little bit over that for something that feels comfortable, something I'm actually going to wear, and something I'm going to enjoy wearing. It's not going to fit everybody's budget, but this is definitely a nice one, and I do like the texture a lot. If you're somebody who is okay with alcohol in their face sunscreen, this is a face and body sunscreen, so I know this is one of their most popular products, and I've definitely been enjoying it for my arms and legs. Next up, I want to talk about some makeup. This is the Urban Decay Hydromaniac Tinted Glow Hydrator Foundation. Now, let me tell you, I have a really hard time finding foundation that does not irritate my skin. It is like a minefield of irritating ingredients when it comes to foundations, let me tell you. I have had a lot of struggles over the years, and in fact, once I found like the foundation that was really comfy for my skin, which is the Makeup HD Forever foundation stick, which you've seen me use all the time on my channel. The reason you see me use that like all the time is because it's like the only one that I use. I just keep buying it over and over. I'm not super tempted to look for new stuff because it's a minefield of irritating ingredients. So none of that yucky stuff is in this. It's fragrance free, essential oil free, drying alcohol free. It does not have sunscreen in it. So I was like, this is checking all my boxes before I've even tried this out. Now they call this like a tinted glow hydrator foundation. I'm like, I don't know what to expect from this, but it is actually medium coverage. This is not a tinted moisturizer. This is not a BB cream. That's kind of what I was expecting out of this, just based on the name and what they're kind of promising with the marketing. I was expecting very low coverage. This is medium coverage. When I did my AM routine that I just did it with makeup, I use this product, so definitely check that out. I'll put it up on the screen right now so you can see how the finish looks on camera, but it is just like a really nice pleasant dewiness, but not overly shiny, and it has pretty good wear. I do have to use a primer with this one, but I just have that type of skin that like my skin, any type of foundation breaks up if I'm not using a primer, so that's just my personal experience. But let me tell you something, I actually tried this product in the springtime, and I got the wrong color. This light medium, this is a color 40. This looked like it would be a good match for me, but it actually, this is the type of foundation that does oxidize. Unfortunately, it will turn a little bit darker on you. So this ended up being a little bit orange out of the tube on me, and especially in the spring when I'm just coming out of my like my death pale like look from winter, because I haven't seen the sun in 9 months. It definitely didn't look that good on me. So color 30 is a little bit of a better match. It does seem a little bit light for me, but once I get it onto my skin and it oxidizes, it's just the right amount. So I wanted to give you guys a heads up. It might be tricky to find just the right color match, and just know that it's gonna dry just a touch darker than you're expecting it to. But the reason why I wanted to highlight it in the August favorites video is, yes, it doesn't irritate my skin. Yes, it has a nice finish. Yes, it has nice coverage, and it does feel like skincare. It's so light. It's so breathable. It feels like skincare, and it doesn't have that heavy makeup feel, which we've had a pandemic, and so I think a lot of us are kind of tending towards natural, breathable makeup as it is, but also B, it's been hot and humid. So when I am putting on a little bit of makeup to run to the store, or, you know, I'm not really doing anything fun, I'll be honest with you. It's mostly just running errands at this point, or going to appointments. But when I want to, like, you know, fix up a little bit and put some makeup on, I definitely don't want to put on heavy foundation. And so this is just that nice kind of gap between like a full heavy face of foundation and like not wearing anything at all. It just kind of bridges that gap, gives you nice coverage, but still feels really light and breathable. And it's been holding up to the heat pretty nicely. Again, I use powder, I use primer. It's just what I personally need to do to get stuff to last on my particular skin, but I've been happy with it. And I know sometimes you guys ask me for fragrance-free recommendations, or, you know, makeup that feels a little bit more skin friendly. This is definitely one of those types of products. I can't believe we're at the end of August, and, you know, the end of summer, really. I know there's still technically a few weeks of summer still left, but, you know, really the official end of summer is the end of August. I mean, that slower, more relaxed, kind of vacation-y vibe summer, it definitely ends when September begins and we get a little bit more back into the hustle and bustle and the grind of things. And it's been an interesting summer, you know what I mean? I mean, 17 plus months in a global pandemic. We are tired, we're exhausted, and I personally just feel like I've been pushed and pulled so much in every direction. 2021 is so much better than 2020 has been, but it's just still like, it feels like your life is on hold. It feels like you can't make any big decisions because you just don't know what's coming next. I feel pushed and pulled in every direction. I feel like I can't do anything. I can't make any decisions. It's like I want to take a trip, but I don't feel like I can, because it's like, if I book something, is it going to have to be canceled? You know, there's a lot of decisions that I just keep putting on hold because everything is just stuck right now. And I mean, honestly, the same thing that I said in July is what I say about this, though. It's like, this too shall pass. It has not passed as fast as we thought it was going to, but we really have adapted to it. You know what I mean? We really have adapted. We have learned to roll with the punches. As much as it doesn't feel like we have. We are learning how to live and adapt to a world with COVID-19 in it. And it's not easy. It is challenging. At times it will get us down. It will make us feel frustrated. It will feel like our life is out of our control. You know, our decisions are out of our control. It will feel like that, but also it will pass. You know what I'm saying? It will. It's not forever. It is temporary. It's a longer period than we thought it was, but it's still a temporary experience. We don't even acknowledge just like how strong we are, how much we've grown, how much we have been able to overcome. We don't acknowledge that because we just keep going. We get really stuck in the doing, you know, of everything, that we don't stop and just be. We don't stop and just look back and acknowledge the amazing things that we have accomplished, the amazing things we have overcome in the last 17 plus months. So I just wanted to say that because sometimes when you're stuck in it, it definitely does weigh you down. But take a step out. Just take a minute, you know what I mean? Take a step out of it and just see how much you've grown, see how much stronger you have and become. And yes, it is tiring. It's stressful. It's hard, but it's temporary. And I know I said this last year, we're going to get through it together, but I still feel that way. We are going to get through this together. So I want to know what your favorite products from August were. So let me know in the comment box below. And I hope you guys are healthy, happy, safe wherever you are in the world. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.